toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to College Station, Texas, Kyle Field, home of the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see the number 22 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Texas A&M's offense takes the field to start this game off. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box. They can take it outside. They can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Pass to Sticks, and he may get more. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. And the Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to pass, it's Hawkins. Got his man. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. The Aggies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Turning it on. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got...
Touchdown, Texas A&M. Fit it in the window for the score. When this place gets loud, it starts to sway. They've renovated, reinforced, and still the Raptors are shaking.
Yeah, and they still come out, and they still got the 12th man tradition. So many traditions at this school, and that's why they support and they love their team, and people want to come play here.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. So Alabama's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And they are led up front by a powerful offensive line that opens up an array of possibilities, Jesse.
No question it's the identity of this offense. Multiple players up front that are going to play in the National Football League. This unit is going to be up for the Joe Moore Award at the end of the year for the outstanding O-line, David. They are going to try and establish the line of scrimmage with their physicality.
Man, it's a tremendous challenge with this defensive line because you know that. Like, you've got to be aggressive. You've got to be physical. I've got to take away their ability to run the football first. This unit's nasty. They're dirty. I love them.
Back to pass on second down. Caught over the middle. It's Coleman. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. They'll try the run. Creates a little spin. Just keeps moving. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. From the 33, it's first and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Looking for a gap. It's Green. Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. Running back searching for a hole. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
He's got his man. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bama! Looking for the tie with the extra point. And they tacked on the extra point. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Hauls it in down the sideline. The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass. How long have the Aggies been fishing for jumbo plays like that one?
Just dying for it. They just want high-flying offense. They want fun. They want excitement. They had it back in the day with Johnny Manziel. Been searching for those big-time plays, that big-time offense since that point.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short.
Here we go.
Back to throw, it's Hawkins. But it's incomplete, and this sophomore quarterback usually makes that throw every time.
Nice job in coverage on that 3rd and short, defensively taking all the throws and options away for the quarterback, and now we're setting up 4th down.
They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. Oh, and the attempt is no good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
First play of the drive comes from the 38. Looking to throw on 1st down. Gets it out fast. No chance to run, but they still move it forward.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown him 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. If you're going to play Bama tough, you're going to find out really early if you can handle the running game.
They're going to check your chin. I mean, they're going to come in and they're going to give you a steady diet of it. Even when they've had great quarterback play and spread the ball out, it's still a physical principle. They're going to make you stop the run. If you can't stop it, it could be a long game.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on them.
A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
What a play by the defender there, guys. In his own end zone, the offense has taken a shot, and if that defender was just one step behind, that would have been a touchdown, but the hit forces the incompletion.
To the air, it's Simpson. Makes the grab. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
That's caught. It's Hill. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Williams. And after that short completion, what will they do now? Just a few inches to go.
And you wanted to get the ball out quick, and you wanted your receiver to make the play for you and get the first down. You don't now. Decision time, 4th and short.
Timeout call by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. The offense stays on the field. They just have inches to go on 4th down. Needs it to keep this drive alive. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the...
And how about the simple run? Like, I believe in my guys. We're going to pound the rock. We're going to get the first down. Nice job by this offense.
Looking downfield, it's Simpson. He's got it on the run. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You've got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Got it behind the line. It's Green. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So the touchdown drive goes 63 yards. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Back to the ground game on the left. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football on the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Back to pass. Caught in the backfield. It's Lacy. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Now, on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you've set yourself up in a tough position here on third.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Hawkins. Catch in the middle, it's Riley. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Gets his first one of the day away. Might be a little stiff. They only used him twice in that loss a week ago. Makes a move. Found a lot of running room before he goes out of bounds, and what a way to build a little momentum. Here comes that Alabama offense. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Wants to go up top on first down. He hurls one deep down the left side. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
And last week was great for this young man. But, man, again, showing you he can do it at a high level. Just working the whole field, using different guys. He is absolutely on fire right now.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Might be calling a hot route. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. Grabbed over the middle, it's Williams. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, you set it down.
Able to pick up a couple down to the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got the back over the middle. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple of weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Back to throw, it's Simpson. Unleashes to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Quarterback had everything he wanted there. He knew pre-snap exactly where he was going. Of course he was going to be going towards his primary target. Just can't hook up with the completion.
Wants to pass. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown time! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That touchdown gives this team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Back to pass, it's Hawkins. Finds his big tight end. Oh, he's got some space. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Pulls and throws off the RPO. At the 35, he's open. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
Well, this offense is showing you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
Running into the open space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Really nice job by the defense, understanding 1st and goal. What do most people do on 1st and goal? They're going to try to run the football in. The defense says, nah, bro, not in my house.
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Aggie.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself and gets in for the score.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. To the air, it's Simpson. Pulls it in, it's Williams. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. First down here for the offense. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. The analytics nerds say the goal is at least 4 yards on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Quickly to the tight end. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. It's amazing how fluid and potent an offense can seem when you get a great pickup on first down, and the tight end's a terrific place to go.
Tight ends nowadays are kind of like cheat codes. I mean, they just know so much about...
He tries to take the top off. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And we've already seen this movie early in this football game, and he already has a touchdown, and they're seeking him again. And there's a reason. He can run, right? Like, he's one of their go-to guys on the outside, and you can tell they're trying to use him early and often in this offense.
Wants to throw it. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
job by the defense, though. They weren't surprised by that play call there on 3rd and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the incompletion.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Makes the grab past the marker. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Looking for a man, it's Simpson. Unloads to the wideout. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
And good job by the defense. The defense clearly knew where they were going with the football. Double coverage out wide, making sure they don't give up a touchdown to that guy. Nice job by the defense.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. He wants to change this route. Second down, they'll go to the air. This time it's complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
For an offense, slant routes against man coverage are really a rhythm throw. You take your steps, you get the ball out. It's got to be in a good location. Quarterback and receiver on the same page.
Wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Horton. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Here comes the heat. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
Scanning the field, it's Simpson. Looking for the end zone. Got it. And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Alabama comes to the line with a 1st and goal. They want to throw it. Let's it fly. Touchdown, Alabama! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
You know, there are so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time. So get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
And if nothing else, a notable first half so far in College Station. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Kyle Field.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Texas A&M has it teed up to start this second half. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute them.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. Keep it on the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Looking to throw, it's Simpson. Fires to the middle. Makes the catch. It's Horton. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yep, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Looking to throw on first down. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that kind of decision.
Power football with the run. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. And the incomplete pass on third down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. Makes the quick grab. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Pulls and fires complete. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Snagged in the middle. It's Owens. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. A&M comes back out with another first down. Back to pass, it's Hawkins. Going downfield for the big play. He's got it inside the 25. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. And the Aggies pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. With the run on first and goal. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
That's a great play by the defense. They've got the lead by a lot here in the third quarter, and the offense is trying to run at them, and they just completely blew that thing up. Big tackle for loss. They've now put him in an obvious passing situation. Expect them to pin their ears back, try to get after the quarterback here.
And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. They've worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's third and goal. He's looking to throw. Grabbed behind the line. It's Owens. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. Dead center perfect. They cut into that lead. It's now 28-17. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Paul.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw at Simpson. Oh, they're after him. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Up near the 40-yard line, they'll mark it at the 39 to pick up a 15.
Really nice play getting that first down. And listen, I know when a lot of people think about the Crimson Tide recently, they think about the success they've had at the quarterback position. A big reason why, though, those guys have been playing so well, they're throwing to NFL talent all over the field. And this dude right here, he could be the next first-round pick at the wide receiver position from Bama.
Looking downfield on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on third down. Pocket breaking down. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll call for the fair catch and make it at the 14, and they'll be backed up to start this drive. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical in this one.
And that one's going to get Reveille howling a happy tune.
Reveille, the 12th man, all the swaying, the traditions when you go to an A&M game. These fans love their team, and they love playmakers that make big plays down the field.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
The Aggies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Here's the handoff. Runs through the tackle. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Well, the defense may have been caught off guard a little bit on that play. It was 2nd and long. They weren't expecting the run. So now we've got 3rd and manageable, and they've got to be wondering to themselves, this offense going to try to run the ball again here?
To the air, it's Hawkins. And he'll make the grab along the sideline, but is not able to get to the first down marker. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. Here comes that Alabama offense. Things have been clicking along nicely, Jesse, but they have to make sure they keep it up.
Yeah, they got to wake up. It seems like they've been a bit lackadaisical here the last few drives, maybe, as we've seen this lead dwindle a little bit, David. So they need a bit of a spark here to get that mojo back.
Yeah, and you always have the adjustments, and then your opponent adjusts, and now they got to readjust now because this game's getting a little bit tighter than they liked.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Looking to fire. With the catch, it's Coleman. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds. Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Looking for a man. It's Simpson. Unloads it downfield. Catch inside the 30 and still running. He was off to the races and maybe another step or two and he would have scored, but they get him at the 21-yard line. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. The throw. Makes the grab. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Third down. Red zone play. Crowd alive. From the gun. Wants to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Lewis. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
They've converted twice on 4th down so far. Will they make it 3? He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Here's the pressure. Catch in the middle, it's Coleman. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal. Just moments ago, Alabama was feeling the shadow of its own goalpost, and now the Tide generated nowhere to go. The ball's loose. Oh, and he's able to get the ball back, but he does lose yardage on the play.
What a lucky break for the running. I can't imagine what goes through your mind when you cough it up. You're like, oh, no, and just huge panic. I got to get back to the football. He did a good job finding his way back to the football after he made the...
Touchdown, Bama! And they take it in for 6 more points. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the fourth quarter.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
And the Aggies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They're looking for space to run behind the left tackle. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man on the right. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Texas A&M going up tempo. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Taking it the other way. A sweet return after the pick, and they'll have it at the 43.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Off play action. Gets rid of it. Fires to the tight end. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Last completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. They'll give it to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game.
Touchdown, Crimson Tide! And the punishment has been extended. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
Yeah, salt into wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Incomplete. Man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
That's reeled in. It's Owens. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
That's good for a fighting Texas Aggie.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Here we go, here we go.
To the air, it's Hawkins. The quick out. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. And listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
Makes the catch. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
Got his man downfield. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
Well, they execute the in route. And how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Looking to throw again. Got it in the middle. It's Wilson. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. The Aggies, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Caught in the backfield, it's Owens. Touchdown, Aggie! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Ready to try the point after. Right down the middle. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. At this point, a comeback would take one of the biggest miracles in the history of the sport, but they'll line up for the onside kick. And in that scramble, they're going to come out of there with the football, and they get the onside kick and take possession right back. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Quickly complete. Crosses the 30. He's got away. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Looking to throw, it's Hawkins. Makes the grab over the middle. Now the connection takes it to the 11. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Texas A&M back to work with another first down. To the ground with the back. Ball spins away. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can.
No gain on the play. Third down coming up.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal.
Pace, 27, jump.
On third and short, they'll ride the running back here. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Touchdown, Aggies! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Splits the uprights. So they started that drive barely into opponent's territory and went 48 yards. Time is against them, still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. Inside the touchdown tie. The hidden yardage, the big play, special teams coming through. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide. Getting set for the point after. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth. Those opportunities, those returns like that can be such game changers, and everyone was right on point, and he took it to the house. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Not a lot of hope here, down 3 possessions late.
No, and I love this part as a pass rusher because I'm just pinning my ears back, getting to the quarterback. I know it's a pass every single time. Palmer, I'm trying to pad my stats. I'm sure you're just trying to stay upright.
Well, we're definitely just trying to stay alive at this point, but you're also trying to build confidence, too, for your next opponent. If you can find some completions late in the game, even though it looks like you're going to lose it, it's all about building on the good things you do this week so that you're out executing at a higher level the next time.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Hawkins. He's run out of bounds and didn't gain an inch on the play. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25.
Military stun.
Off the play fake. Unloads to the right. Makes the grab. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock.
Timeout. That's good for Fighting Texas Aggie.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. And just not enough field to hold that one. It's incomplete.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, 4th quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
2nd down, he'll throw it. He's taking a deep shot. And the pass is incomplete, and this ball game comes to a close. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. You didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get one stop with this many points that are being scored. You got the stop late. That's why you got the dub.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.